Welcome back to Eagle 7. Coming up, school safety has always been of high priority, but now more than ever, it is on the minds of many students.
We talked to our own public safety about how they ensured a safe campus.
I'm Dylan McNeill.
And I'm Emily Gustafson. Eagle 7 starts right now.
Sometimes the best way to learn is to get hands-on experience. Last week in Minnesota, caucuses took place across the state, and students from the political communication class got a unique view into the process. Eagle 7's Rachel Gustafson has more on this group of students.
That's right, Dylan. Students and some of these students actually got to play a role in their caucus. I caught up with one of the students to talk about this amazing opportunity.
UNW students got political recently, as Dr. Kaiser sent out some students from his political communications class to local precinct caucuses. We caught up with Dr. Kaiser to discuss these events.
Well, the precinct caucus is the first step in the political process in Minnesota and in many states. I like to send students to the caucuses because it's the initial stage of politics and it's really low impact. Usually the venues are really small, it's not intimidating. I think people have fun while they're there.
While at the caucuses, some students were enlisted as election judges, elected as delegates and precinct officers, and served as conveners. One of the delegates elected was junior Victoria Downey.
So for the assignment, we all were just encouraged or enforced actually to attend a caucus a couple of weeks ago. So people ended up in a variety of precincts, which is just the group near where you live. For both parties and in all levels of involvement. So I honestly raised my hand and volunteered to be a delegate for our precinct, meaning that in April I then go to another conference within more Republicans in the area talking about what they want to be the focus for the party platform and moving forward for the Republican Party in Minnesota.
The precinct caucuses are a great opportunity for UNW students to get involved politically while still in school. For Eagle 7 News, I'm Rachel Gasterland.
It will be cool to see how these students play a role in the upcoming elections this year. Back to you guys. Thanks, Rachel. This week we got a glimpse of what it takes to keep our campus safe during a day in the life of one of our oldest public safety officers here, our own Blaze Parrott with more.
Public safety is more than just about passing out tickets. It's about keeping the students safe. And today, I got the chance to ride along with one of the officers.
It's like a little city out here.
To protect?
I work 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Go ahead, 404.
And sir, Public Safety Officer Rick Roos has worked at Northwestern for over 3 decades.
A security job was available, so I took the job and I've been here ever since. So what I'm doing now is I'm just checking these windows to make sure nobody's broken in.
Back then, there were only 2 buildings on campus. Now, there are many more with plans to expand. Making sure this campus is secure is no easy task.
My responsibility basically is to protect the campus, protect the property and the students and staff and faculty.
Every day is different.
You can have a really quiet day, and then towards the end of the day it gets punctuated by something that is extremely dangerous. All right, we're gonna head over to the row and just gonna check the road over there. See what's going on.
With parking being a privilege on campus,
Unit 1 to 404.
Roos urges students and faculty to use proper lots.
People think that all we do is give parking tickets, and that's not true. That's probably a tenth of what we do.
The tickets are a reminder that you need to obey the rules and regulations that are implemented on campus.
In fact, there's a car back there right now that has a Pittman sticker on it. I shouldn't be in this parking lot.
With the stress and demand of the job,
see you later.
Roos is enjoying every minute of it.
I love it here. I love protecting the students, faculty, staff, and Northwestern's a part of my life.
For Eagle 7 News, I'm Blaze Parrott.
It's really cool to see why Rick has been so dedicated to Northwestern for so long. Chase, how did our basketball teams do this week?
Thanks, Dylan. The UNW basketball teams were on the road this week, taking on the University of Minnesota Morris. The men's team kicked off the night led by sophomore Tanner Youngberg, who was able to record a double-double in the contest, scoring 23 points and grabbing 11 boards. The men were able to hang on and win by a final score of 75-66. The women's game followed soon after against the Cougars, but it was a tough Valentine's Day for the Eagles as they weren't able to get any love from the Cougars, losing by a score of 52-49. Junior Amy Berglund led the Eagles, getting the job done all over the court with 14 points, 7 boards, 2 steals, and 2 assists. Well, that's all we have for sports this week. Mark, it warmed up a bit this week. Are those high temperatures staying?
Well, Chase, unfortunately, it's going to drop to about 23, as you can see here. We are going to get warmer weather as we push into the weekend. Unfortunately, as you can see, the trade-off of that is that we're going to get a little bit more snow on Sunday, on Saturday, and even on Monday. And Tuesday is going to be back down to 18. Luckily, if predictions hold out, we back up into the 30s by the end of the week. And so it looks like Minnesota weather is finally starting to loosen its grip on the state. Dylan, I believe your next story actually doesn't have anything to do with weather, or at least it can't be affected by it.
That's right, Mark. Looking for an exciting Saturday evening? Look no further. Student Life has been covering students have the opportunity to purchase additional tickets for friends outside of UNW. We discussed Nick at Night with the ticket office supervisor, Joni Rademacher. CORE is giving students the opportunity to purchase $10 tickets at the ticket office for the Nick at Night event.
We find that people are buying more because they find out their friends can come. So they are pretty excited, and some of them, like the new students, seem like this is a great experience.
On Saturday evening from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., Nickelodeon Universe will be Northwestern's playground. Get your tickets now. Sales close at noon.
Hey, before we go, we got some good news on the fork front.
Bon Appetit managers say the fork situation appears to be resolved. 1,000 forks have been delivered last week, and students are being more aware of returning forks. So, Emily, are you happy that you've got your forks back?
I'm so happy. Last week I had to eat an omelet with a spoon, and it was quite a challenge. Are you happy?
Well, I just learned how to use chopsticks, but I guess the forks are nice.
Aw.
For Eagle 7 News, I'm Dylan McNeill.
And I'm Emily Gustafson. Stay fly, Eagles.